We're live.
We're
So guys, how are you guys
direct.
doing on Facebook? If you're on Facebook, I want you to do this. Drop in the comments where you are watching us from, and also share this video. Apply the ATM method here. Add tag message.
Tag and a message.
So apply that method here. We make sure you are adding your team members to this, because this will really help them grow their business. So drop in the comments your location, where you're watching us from, then comment hashtag live if you're watching live, hashtag replay if you're watching a replay of the video later on. And so let's it's 8 o'clock already. We want to kick the ball rolling. How are you, Madam Theresa, SD Theresa?
Yes, sir, I'm very, very good and excited to be.
we are so glad to have you here. And you are someone that I admire so much. A woman that is so humble, taking her time to do her business. You don't make the noise as we do, but you are pushing your goal.
But we're leveraging on your noise. We're leveraging on your noise.
So we are so excited to have you here. Please come. I know so many people are also excited, because many people really want to learn what the star directors did when they came on board Longbridge. What are the activities you got involved in when you started this business? How was your journey so far? So kindly introduce yourself to us and tell us how you came on board network marketing and your journey into Longbridge when you got started, and how far you've gone so far.
Thank you so much. I'm so honored and so honored to be given this opportunity, and for everybody that is actually giving me the honor to be in your space this time. Know that I love and appreciate this honor. Actually, my name is Theresa Uchechu Chenwa. Remove the SD part of it. I'm not a title freak person. So most times when people call me SD, I forget that I'm already an SD. So that's just me. So my journey into the network marketing started 2003. When somebody introduced me to a wonderful platform that so many of us honor as our learning field, irrespective of the fact that we learned the hard way on that platform. I hate to mention names.
No,
so
it's not.
I
Don't
started
mention
that
names.
one.
Continue.
So when I started in 2003, I was a lover of the product, and luckily for me, the product actually worked for my mom, who was sick of income. But I loved the product and I enjoyed buying and giving my mom it helped her to stay longer for us. Then fast forward to 2010 actually, I saw myself being back on that same platform, but now it came as a refurbished and reloaded package opportunity that somebody introduced to me. As at that time, I had started working in the oil and gas. And while I was in the oil and gas, I'm this kind of person that believed I don't think I will last too long in the corporate world. So I saw myself searching online, what can I be doing? Because I had a busy 8 to 5, whereby I had to leave very early. If I don't leave the house by 5 a.m. to VI, it means that I'm going to crumb I'm going to, you know, find myself crumbling and whining because of the traffic I will face. So I'm always leaving early and then we'll get back home late. So there was no time that I can say I will be able to do any other business. So I now knew that I have no opportunity, but I have to go back to the network marketing. So as I was searching, I got to know one opportunity that I felt I should try. So it was that particular one that I went to introduce to this, my very good friend, who looked at it and said, Uche, forgive me if I switched my two names. So she now told me, Uche, I don't see you, you know, earning this type of little money from this one that you are introducing to me. I have something that I wanted to tell you that you can make bigger money and it will be worth your time. So I listened to her. She said all sorts and all that. Lo and behold, when she brought out the product, I said, Mama, this is that same one that I was doing 2003 and I met you 2004, but you never was interested. She now said, this one is better, blah, 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 blah. And I needed to be among the professional aspect of doing that business. And I joined with a higher money. And I collected products. I found myself, for the first time, I rank advanced in that same platform. This one was the second missionary journey. So at least, at least this time around, I had money to help push myself, and the strategy that they packaged and we were all utilizing was actually helping us to see ourselves rank advancing faster than when I was in my first missionary journey with this platform. So fast forward again, I saw myself getting stuck there. Even though I was pumping money, almost my salary was going to pushing myself with the target and trying to meet up with the next rank and stuff like that. Then from that 2010 to 2012, May precisely, I was still pushing to see how far I can move myself in the rank and make some money. Then I lost the job. All of us were asked to go home. Wow. And then we were paid off. Some people like us that were contract staff, we didn't get much millions. Some that got plenty millions, all of us saw ourselves on June 1st, 2012, we saw ourselves in our house, no more going to work on the first Monday in the month, in that month of June. So I still saw myself using my severance pay to push this business because I so much believed that I needed to make it in this industry. I was still buying and buying, trying to move. And because this lady is actually like a big sister to me, so when she logs on to her back office, she will see that I have bought for the month. You know, my monthly target I must meet. And I'm a lover of the product. I usually like to tell people, the funniest thing I used to tell people about my journey in this training field is the fact that do you understand? A child that loves to eat akara balls is actually eating his money. Do you understand? So the fact that I was loving this product, I was actually eating my money very, very well. So when I spend that money and buy those products, I don't get to sell them. I get to use them and give out. And then the money does not come back. That money has gone. So she now warned me, Uche, I don't want to see you buy any more products. You will not progress in this line with the way you are spending money. And remember, you have lost your job. No more salary. I looked at it, I listened to her, and I stopped buying. And the moment I stopped buying, I stopped getting points and I stopped earning the little money I was earning when I buy. So after my wedding, October 2012, she also called me that she has found another platform that is much more better and should be able to serve us on the goal that we are pursuing. She carried me, it was few days, it's not up to 8 days after my wedding. You know, for her to come and distract my honeymoon means that she's somebody I respect so much. So she took me to the office at Ajanaku that time, and we went there. Longreach has not been launched by that time. So that was early October. So they were about to launch, and she took me there and went listing. I said, Mama B, it is still the same thing. Why don't you leave me to push this one and see how I will be able to be successful here? So I listened.
That was when?
That was early October 2012.
2012, okay.
So Longreach was launched on October 13th, 2012. So because when she took me to that training, I listened, it will enter here and it will come out from the other ear. So I was not interested. When you know the bitterness of how much I have spent in that platform, I wanted to see the end of the money I pumped into that one. So after listening to her, I got home and narrated the meeting to my husband and what the lady was advising me to do. So somehow I see it as divine intervention in my life. My husband was not, he has never done anything networking in his life. And he knew the trauma I was going through during my journey with my learning field. So, but I was amazed when he told me, listen to this woman, I don't think she will deceive you. And you remember, I don't have a job again. And then I looked at it, the money my husband gave to me for feeding, because he needs to get back to his base. I looked at it, okay, now that you told me that I should listen to her, what do you advise me to do? He said, you can spend from this money and stuff like that. So that very Saturday of that week was the launching of Longreach. By Thursday, I had gone to make payment. I told myself, in the former place I was learning, you needed to rank advanced to get to the higher percentage of earning. But at least Longreach gives you opportunity to choose your percentage of earning. And I said, I struggled to be able to get on a higher percentage. Here now, I need to decide to start earning, if not from the highest percentage, at least second to the highest. So that was what made me to now go to pay. And I invited a classmate in my secondary school. I called her, she came to the house, and I told her, see, somebody is inviting me for a company that is launching this Saturday. She now said she was on her way to Cotonou to go and buy. She also had lost her own job. So but that the money she has now, she wants to use it to go and buy her market. I said, okay, what are you thinking? She says she's interested. If I can also pay for her, she will refund me. And meanwhile, Longreach would tell you to bring only 3. Your sister don't get 1 person. That's how on the launching day, on that day of launch, I went to the launch at Western Inn with my own teller and the teller of my first team member. You know, one of the things that really makes me to admire her so much is the fact that she did not see, and yet she believed. So the journey started. Monday after the launch, 15th of October, I went straight to get both of us registered. And wow, the journey started. So Longreach tells you to get only 3 directly under you. By the time I got my one, my upline, my sponsor had already finished her 3, and I was her second leg, and I got opportunity of having somebody added to me. That's how your sister got 2 people. And it took me and it took me 1 full month plus, a month plus some days to get my 3rd person, which invariably is my second direct sign up. And as at that time, I was already ready, telling myself truly, Uchechi, networking is not for you. Only 3 people, they've given you 1. To get the 2nd person that will complete it 3, it's taking you 1 month. Uchechi, don't worry. Say bye-bye to this platform. Then I went to visit my niece in her school. She just got admission around, and the parents are in Port Harcourt, so I was a next of kin. So I went to visit her to prepare for her matric, and I saw myself going to the university guest house to arrange for the person that will cook for our matric and all that, my niece's matric. So as I was talking to the person in charge of their guest catering, and that time, with my Legacy Benz, anywhere I'm going, I will just pack small products, and fancy bag, I pack my products. Any opportunity, I will start my one-on-one presentation. That's how I started. And I told the woman, please, can you give me opportunity of coming to tell your cooperative? Because I'm somebody that wasn't looking at doing too much of one-on-one. I needed to be talking to a group of people. That was the only thing, that the strategy I could think of. How do I gather more people and talk to them at once? Not too much story. So that's how I approached that woman. How can she link me to their cooperative so that I can introduce this opportunity to them? She shall listen to me, and I left some sample of the product. She now said, if I'm coming back to visit my niece the next Sunday, she would have been able to arrange an appointment with the president of the cooperative. Next Sunday, I waka enter road again. I went to that school. On getting to the lady, do you know what she asked me? Sister, can't I do this business? I said, so that was how she signed up, and I was able to get my 3rd person and my 2nd person as.
Wow. Network.
Because if I had listened to if I had listened to myself, that had all the justification that network marketing was not meant for me, and didn't talk to that woman, I wouldn't have had the opportunity of signing her up. And that opportunity was the thing that now gave me time, and the journey started. So that's how I found myself in Longreach.
Wow.
3 months,
what
I became diamond.
What a journey.
3 months, I became a diamond 3. And the first car award, February 2nd, 2013, and they celebrated us as diamond 3. Now, you know, we're just starting. So diamond 3 was recognized. Even diamond 1, we walked to the stage. Diamond 2 walked to the stage. Wow. Diamond 3, we were like the Baba then. The diamond 4, we were the gurus. At all. The whole you see diamond 4 now self is a crowd. Diamond 5 is also crowd now. So it's getting crowded.
Wow.
But that time we had opportunity of being recognized as diamond 3. So I was happy, at least for the first time. I was getting some level of result. Another thing that really made me to be more confident is the fact that by the time my upline gave me the 2nd person, I was able to earn without buying anything myself. So the message started to get clearer that this one doesn't have much money to spend again. There is no salary coming in. So I solely depended on referral earnings, building my team, and I was able to start to earn money. And that helped me to get my return on investment as fast as possible without adding more money. So that is the journey so far.
Fantastic, fantastic. It happens that we with someone who started the long read journey in Nigeria.
Yes.
So you have given us part of the history of long reach in Nigeria, how the business started, how you got involved. It means that you used the money.
My feeding money. My feeding money.
Use your feeding money to get started. So that is one of your why was you're being sacked from your work and you needed something to do. And you did not say this is the only money you have. How can I use this money to get started? You got started anyway. You used every opportunity around you to share the business. You let people know what the business is all about. You carry your products about, which is very important. Be the product of your products. And one thing I also learned from your story is that you never gave up. There were periods you felt like giving up.
Yeah.
So what helped you this period?
Oh, one of the things that really helped me is that widow's voluntary sign up. Sister, can't I do this business? I say, sister, is in your hands. And she brought the money she had, and I joined my own to complete it for the silver registration and got her signed up. I also gave her products, and that was how I started. Then another thing is that singular act of knowing that all I needed is to keep moving, talk to the next person, and keep talking to the next person, and then make sure that anywhere you're going, you carry your product along. So my product was my tool. Remember, everything about the product was written in Chinese. There was no English. In fact, the compensation plan was Chinese. We were now using diagram to explain. The only thing we could explain is that you only need 3 people, and they have plenty products. You only buy what you and your family will need, and tell other people to do the same. That was all. Few products that were available that time. At least the toothpaste was there, the soap was there. So some of the things that actually helped me was also to sample the product. I wasn't really looking at selling the product. Some I gave them that soap, I opened it, I gave it to one this cosmetologist, and they were so impressed with the product, and they started to help me to resell. Some I gave out the pad, the panty liners, and all that. So people will use and get back to us. And initially, the pad was not holding enough. What I mean was it was leaking because the one they brought, Chinese people were smaller. So some people saw that it leaked, and then we reported back. They now increased the size. So those feedbacks were what we were using to also tell the company they will go and improve, because of we were just testing the product and sharing the experience. That was all. What will you know? We didn't know much about the calculation of the bonuses. And till tomorrow, I don't bother myself to know. If you ask me how much you want to earn, I tell you that I'm not a software. You understand? All I wanted to do, move and bring more people. And the fact that you don't need to buy again and you're earning money is more interested to me, coming from where my learning field. You understand? So I didn't bother myself with too much of information. I knew that all I needed to tell people, these people have plenty products. They only need you to bring immediate 3 people, unlike where we are coming from, that everybody is directly under you, whether you are the one, even when you dash your people, some people, nobody will recognize you, they will pass you and pay those ones. So that thing helped us. We say, you see this place, you will be the sponsor, and you can actually place on multiple people. So when you have more people, you will still be the sponsor, and the company sees you as a better leader that is supporting their team, and they will recognize it. Although that was all we could say. That was all we could share. And the journey continues.
Wow, that's great. Fantastic. You know, I told you, I hope I'll remember to record this on Zoom. Someone just drew my attention to it just now.
Okay, thank you.
So this is great. You can see many people thought when you become a star director or as a star director, we just got there as a magician. There was no story behind it, and you've seen you're someone we admire a lot.
Thank you.
You shared your story with us, the journey so far. But can you just tell us now, as a newbie, someone coming into the business, what is expected of the person once the person joined Longreach? Because I know I will ask you that aspect of how do you feel when we're seeing how far Longreach has gone, especially since you are among the pioneers. But there, you just have that in mind. You answer that. But as a newbie, well, what do you think a newbie should have in mind once the person gets started into this business? So guys, if you are watching this video on Facebook, if you are on Zoom, make sure you are dropping in the comment section some of the nuggets you are getting from this video, because if you don't put it down, there's no way you remember it. Whatever tip, whatever idea you are getting from this video, make sure you are dropping it in the comments. You know, when you drop it in the comments, it will also help you to remember what you are learning. So
as a newbie, I also always like them to start like a virgin ground. Do you understand? What I mean by that is this: you don't need to start to worry yourself about learning everything, what to tell people, what to explain. You don't need to know too much. Or at least now it's even easier for somebody to talk about Longreach and they will tell you either they have heard or they have seen people who are into the business. When we first started, once you mention Longreach, where are they from? China. They will say, this one, you know, we have to start to defend that the product is not like the one they made for Nigeria. But do you understand? This one is standard global product. They are not making this specifically for Nigerian market. But this time around, as a newbie, you don't have too much story to tell. You don't have too much defense to share. All you need is to let them know that the system works. You don't need to have faith in yourself. You only have to have faith in the system. If we could have faith in a system that has no too much of result that we know about, and we got started, how much more now that you have so many results, so many evidence scattered all over the social media and even in physical. You can actually give somebody phone of somebody who has been successful, and the person will say, yes, it's true, I'm the person live and direct. So you don't need to overthink anything. All you need to do is to look, limit your own faith in yourself, because you won't have that faith. Most times we don't have the faith that we can achieve it. But look at the system. Is it working? It's still working, and it will continue to work. You have a lot of evidence now that they are not running away, because when we started, people were waiting for Longreach to disappear. People were waiting for the product to stop working. People were waiting for a lot of negativity to start to happen. You know, and in all, God showed that He is with us in the journey. And you that is starting now, please don't overthink it. Please don't bother yourself with learning the calculation of the compensation plan. If you are somebody like me that mathematics was never my favorite in school, please know that you don't need to learn about the compensation plan. You don't need to start comparing it with the other one that you knew before. All you need here is run, and start to run very fast. The moment you get started, start talking to people. The only thing you need, they only need 3 people. As you get your 3 people, teach your 3 to get their 3. What do you need? You only need to choose the product you and your family will be using. You have been using some of this type of product. You will keep using them. This company now tells you, buy, share your experience with other people who will come and buy, and you will start to earn till infinity. Keep it as simple, short, and don't know too much talk. And you find yourself, your results will start to show. As long as you keep it simple and consistent and persistent too, you will be able to start to attract people. And remember, a lot of people will tell you no. So don't be afraid of the no. Don't be afraid of so many family members that will never join you. They have the money to buy the product from you that will help you to start to recruit. They will not do it. So don't feel bad about it. They are not rejecting you. You are the one that has courage. You are the one that knows that you want to make difference in people's life. So let that one be your own motivation, that you are standing out to be able to give people opportunity to better their life. So that is all you need, and you will find yourself getting better. This business, the learning is in the doing, according to our Eric Ward. If you are not doing it and you are just learning, you will never know it. The moment you start to do it, you will start to learn and you know more. That's all.
Fantastic, fantastic. I hope you all recorded this. Make sure you are putting all these down, apply it in your business, and you surely have results in your business. You know, success leaves clue, and that's why we are doing this show. We want people to see that the people who are successful had the star directors you were saying, they had a journey, and you can also learn from their journey. And so this one is a bigger journey.
Yes, sir.
A pioneer, among the pioneers of Longreach. That's the person we are hooking up with tonight. So please tell us, when you started Longreach and where Longreach is now, how do you feel about it?
I feel so proud. I feel so excited. At times, I feel like, is this real? Just the space of 7 years, did we get this far? And it makes me feel, grateful to the person who introduced the business. It makes me feel grateful to my husband, who was not there in the meeting, but because I shared the things that were said, and he knew that I was already washing my hands off the network marketing industry. And he told me, listen to this woman, she will not deceive you. So that singular advice and the fact that he believed in this woman, I just introduced him. We just got married. I have known Mama B for long, but my husband loved and believed in her more than me that had known her years before I introduced him to her. And that was the reason I joined. So I keep thanking God for that honor of making me listen to both of them, and for also making me not to give up, because the journey was really rough. Your sister started with Nokia Aisha Palasa. Do you understand? I wasn't on BB, and it was only my internet. So I started from old school. I was not on social media. I was doing it hardcore, face to face, going on my Legady's Benz, carrying products about, and then sending proposals to companies, corporate organizations for me to train their staff on a retirement package. Do you understand? So I was all over the place, hitting the ground. I was not online. I started going online.
You were introducing Longbridge as a retirement package for them.
Yes.
For your proposal.
Yes, so,
that's great.
Yes. So that was the strategy we used, and it paid off. It paid off for us. So I find myself so grateful that the company stayed. And according to one of the things that Johnny told us that time that did not leave my brain was the fact that for the first time in the history of network marketing, this company is starting from Nigeria. So see yourself as upline to the whole world. Hey, I said, I don't come now. Johnny, I'm here for life. I'm not going anywhere. So now for the fact that we started here, any other country that the company is expanding into, and somebody under your lineage is recruiting there, you are on upline to the whole world. So that thing made me to stay. I said, this one, no matter how long it's going to take me, I'm not interested in the rank. I'm interested in making sure that I can now buy another product in the market. Once it is introduced to the Nigerian market, I cancel it on the list of products that are not going to be bought from Longbridge. So it was total, complete brand switch, and that has been my strategy so far. So wow, I feel fantastic. So happy. I feel so
fantastic. You see the little baby now grown, and according to the percentage of the market, we've not even done up to 1% of Nigeria market. So do you think that since we've gotten this far, is the business saturated?
How can it be saturated when your toothpaste will soon finish? Hey, do you know one of the things? See, one of the things they know me in my church. If you are my customer, or some of them are my team members that are just customers. So when I see you, I say, your teeth is not shining bright. You should be brushing 4 times daily. So this one is not brush 2 times, brush 4 times daily, so that your toothpaste will soon finish. You come and buy again. Since you are not ready to recruit, be using the product, be a fantastic user of the product. So there is no saturation at all. And the beauty of it is that the company is also helping to increase our scope of product that we can. They're expanding our choice of product. So I don't see it. One of the things that I prayed for is the fact that everything that I'll be using at home will be Longbridge, and it's coming to a pass. I also pray that I want a situation whereby when I give birth to my children, they'll be using the Longbridge diapers, and see it happening. So I see it that my children will not experience any other diaper but Longbridge diapers. So there is no saturation at all. Well, it's fantastic. A product that will soon finish and people must buy again. So, and now that people are seeing so much result, hey, anybody that has not joined, they are not blaming themselves. I have a lot of team members that I was begging. In fact, I was begging them when I started. I will beg almost every month. I will beg again, because I started with begging. Come and join me. Come and join me. They will look at me. They will give me all the reason why they are not interested, why the product is outrageously expensive and is not worth it and all that. Now they are the one regretting. Hey, Uche, I should have joined you that time. I said, there's no regret. We greet good morning. Now is your morning.
It is not late to join.
Yes.
So when I heard about Longbridge 5 years ago, I didn't join, and look at where I am today. So it's not about when the time you join is about how hungry you are.
Ah, yes, that's what I tell them. I say, me that joined first, so many people have better results than me. So don't use that one to hold yourself. I'm also praying for you to pass me. I'm praying for team members that will pass me. You know what that means?
Thank you for clearing the path for us. You guys made this business easy for us now. If I join when you join, I don't think I will be driving the business.
And then thank you too that you people came and brought the swag. Your results also helped us to now show them that not all of us will crawl to get there. Do you understand? So it's both ways. So we thank you people for your fast result, and we also tell people that you that wants to have it fast, be ready to work fast too.
Work very hard. Grind.
Very hard and very fast. You will go there. I take my time. I don't bother myself too much. I don't fly about. I don't move too much. So the result I'm getting, I'm happy. So now,
tell us. We have heard your story. We have heard your journey so far in Longreach. What are your achievements so far?
The achievements, first and foremost, the achievement is that for the first time in my history of network marketing, I see myself as a success story. Do you understand? Then, secondly, the feeding money is multiplying. It's no more only feeding us. It is also contributing to some projects. The feeding money is expanding and helping a lot of ministries that are dear to my heart. Some organizations in my church, from the feeding money, I was able to get more money and register them, and I'm building for some of those organizations. Then the feeding money is also helping me in my widow, empowerment opportunity. I love to be generous to the widows. And this feeding money is what I'm using to put them and build the Longreach business for them, one after the other. So it's something that I really cherish, that I joined this business, and I'm so grateful that it's helping me to do so many things. So in terms of achievements, those ones is an achievement I can't quantify. Then when it comes, because it gives me joy that anytime I have opportunity of giving, I'm not overthinking it, and I'm not,
you're not worried about the money.
Yes, and I'm not trying to rehearse how to get money from my husband to be able to, give to people or give to charity that I enjoy to give. So I love to give, and this business has given me the opportunity to fulfill that. Is an achievement for me. Secondly, is an achievement for me that I don't see myself as a liability to my husband. Getting into marriage and losing your job before the marriage, and he still went ahead to continue the wedding plans, means that he was not actually targeting my oil and gas salary. so for the fact that we still went ahead to get married, and this business gave me the opportunity to be earning on a weekly basis, multiple earning, so it gives me, yes, multiple earning, multiple earning. So it makes it as part of my achievement. Then the other achievement is that so many trips that I've won, from the first US trip that Longreach took us. In fact, my first US visa was gotten by Longreach. Wow. 2014. So 2014. That one, yes, that was the first time we went to US on vacation. That is a huge achievement. I had tried getting US visa severally, and the type of emotional trauma you go through when these people bounce you back. Oh boy, you can imagine the joy that I got on that day that I got the visa, and it's because I said yes to this opportunity. Is it the car? I've also collected cars and I converted them to cash. And some trips that I also won that I converted to cash. And the fact that the first time Laundry took members to China, I told my husband to come back to go for that trip. It was the first time we qualified for China trip in 2016, and he went on that trip, and he was more than overjoyed. He said, you just treated me like a king going on that trip, you know, because he doesn't know what it means to get 1 PV. But I released that slot. It was only 1 slot that we qualified for, and I told him to go. He went, and he was able to make him believe in the business. So is part of the achievement. Achievement is too much. Is it the weekly income? Is it the weekly income? Okay, is it now the other one that just happened, that I went for surgery, and coming back from the hospital, I saw that I've qualified for 10 million car? Yeah.
Wow.
That one, yes. So that one too is still cooling in the cooler. Is an achievement. So
it's okay. Thank you.
And believing. So too much achievement, bros. Is a win-win thing.
Wow. This is great. There is no regret when you are consistent with your business in Longbridge. Even if you're not getting results immediately, guys, don't give up. That's what's one thing I can learn from this interview. Don't give up. She never gave up, and she's now a star director with her husband. Guys, this is the road to success is never a smooth one. Many of us, you see us having success today, is as a result of what we have gone through in the past. So, because of time, I know you have a lot to tell us, to share with us.
Yeah.
Time we have to go. But before we go, I want to play this game with you. I didn't do it with the past 2 sections we have.
Okay.
Can you drop a statement on some few words I'm going to drop with you?
Okay.
1, consistency.
Wow, that is the engine boss of this business, and not just for this business, in anything we are going to do in life, which network marketing actually trains you to be a better entrepreneur. You need consistency in any goal or dreams you want to achieve. So if you are building that muscle to be consistent in making sure that you are looking for new people, how many people are you going to be talking to on a daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis, consistently, then you are sure that you must get that success that you're looking for. That is the guarantee.
Thank you. Commitment.
Very much. You need commitment to yourself first and foremost, that I, Theresa Uchechuchenwa, I'm committed to see myself to the last rank in this business, no matter how long it's going to take me. No matter how long it's going to take me, I must get there. And that is one of the things that made me to have the song that became my affirmation every day. The moment I went for a church presentation, and as they were preaching, they sang that song, and I told the pastor that day, they recorded it for me on my phone, and I told them that this song has become my anthem on a daily basis, and it goes like this: beautiful and it's bright, I must get there. Beautiful and it's bright, I must get there. My future is bright, I must get there. My future is bright, I must get there. So it became my commitment that I must get there, and that future is bright. So anybody that is not committed to seeing that their future is bright and that they must get there, then you are the one that is distracting yourself. You are the one that is going to discourage yourself. You are the one that is disappointing yourself, because if you get this commitment you make to yourself and you hold on to it, there is nothing that will stop you.
Thank you very much. So the final word is team building.
Team building. For me, the team building is in what I classify as 80-15-5. 80-15-5 means that you need to learn the level of desire of your team. As you are building your team, 80% of your team might not be interested in earning $0 to $500 annually, monthly, or even in their whole career in this business. So celebrate them at their level of desire. Don't over push them, because if you are trying to push them, they are getting to feel this person is only interested in the money I'm going to make for them, and that will also discourage them. So that percentage that are ready to stay there and be enjoying other people celebrate them at their level of desire. Then another 15% have a higher percentage of desire to earn more. So those ones too, they can be in the range of earning $5,000 to $10,000 annually, monthly, whatever. Celebrate them on their level of desire. Then the 5% that want to hit it big, they are ready to smash any goal, any action step you give to them. Also work with those ones, because those ones are likely they have the same higher level of desire with you. So those are the ones that you can push, you can, shout on them, you can scream on them, and they won't feel bad. They won't feel that you are doing it for your own good. They will feel that this person actually knows what I'm desiring to achieve, and she's only helping me to achieve it. So for those, that is the way I treat my team. If you are ready, your hand is up, I collect the hand, we'll go. If your hand is down, I know if it force you to raise that hand. When you're ready, I will always tell them, remember, I'm here to guide you all the way to the top. So the day you decide to get to the top, I am here to coach you. I don't worry myself that my team is not producing, because what I want to achieve, I ask myself, Uchechi, how do you get yourself to the next level? And how many people are ready to help you in that journey? So I work on myself to also increase my personal record, my personal recruiting, prospecting, and closing record, so that I can elevate my own self. Those that are ready to be elevated, I carry them along. So I treat them at that percentage, 80-15-5%. So the one that you treat me, you are with me. I'm with you all the way. I know what myself.
Fantastic. You work with the willing.
Yes.
The 5% are the ones who want to make the millions. They want to go all in, all out. Yes. And then we have others who just want to watch others being celebrated. Yeah. So it happens in all teams. It's not peculiar to one team. Absolutely. You can hear her. She has mentioned it. There are people who will be on your WhatsApp group. They are the 80%. They don't make comments. They don't even congratulate others. They just watch.
And I celebrate them every year. I celebrate them and give them an award for being the best watchers in the world.
The best watchers in the world. Fantastic. So thank you for your time. I know every star director is a busy person. Thank you for honoring us with your presence, your knowledge. We're grateful for this opportunity. We hope we host you soonest again. So I know you are learning a lot in the space of network marketing. I saw your DP just now. You are in the rank changers group.
Rank makers.
Yeah, rank makers group. I mean, Ray Eaton is one of my mentor too in this profession. I've been following him for over 3-4 years now.
Wow.
So thank you very much for the time.
Yes.
Yes. So see you guys Do a watch party, share this video, and make sure you tag your team members.
Yes, so